Welcome everyone to week 9. I'm on the slider screen because I do want to show them off. I do still think that the changes I'm making aren't enough for a video for the sliders once again. They are just being edited and they're not set in stone. So that's why I haven't made a video specifically for them. However, I have gone down to 40 for pass blocking, down from 42, or I think 41. I think that 40 is going to play just quite right. And as you can see, I'm literally one off QB accuracy and pass blocking from playing the same as the PC, or the CPU, sorry. And then at run blocking, I went down to 25 from 26. I'm sure that's self-explanatory. Tracy has been a rocket ship. And then CPU, there are no edits as of right now, as they are pretty fine where they're at. And then injuries, I've downed them to 20 from I think 30 or 32. The reason for that is because I think there's got to be something in the game where rookies and so on are getting injured too frequently. The reason I say that is because if I remember correctly, the reason I put it all the way up to 30 is because there wasn't enough injuries. Now there's like injuries every week, and like a player will come back from injury and then will get re-injured in the same game he came back in. So it's really iffy. So I would say injuries is a work in progress, but I think 28 is perfectly fine because obviously you don't want this too low because then you won't have injuries in the game. And then I also downed fatigue from 67 to 65. The reason for that being is the same as injuries. I want to make sure that I am getting that correct so that if it's at 65 still, there probably will be a lot of injuries at 28, or yeah, at 28. So those are the updates to the sliders, and that is it for those. But getting back to the topic of conversation, we do have another running back breakout, and I think this is going to be for your guys' favorite, which is my favorite as well, Tracy. Yep. Tyrone Tracy Jr. We'll see what they ask. So he needs 150 plus rushing yards to increase his depth trait. So we, of course, will focus on the run this game. The Commanders are 1-6, so that should make it a world easier for us. And they are pretty good at the rushing game, so we will try and shut down Brian Robinson. And defense, they're pretty bad. So, of course, we'll go with the run inside. Try to get Tracy his 150 yards. And then he will officially be superstar development. And then I think that'll pretty much seal it for Singletary in terms of his career with the Giants. He will probably be traded, as, of course, we don't need two superstar running backs. Will we regret the decision? I don't think so. I would really like to use another pick, if possible. So for Dexter Lawrence, we are going to update Speed Rusher, get him up there. He got 3 block shedding, which is amazing to see. Only 1 finesse moves, which is disappointing, but he is still upgraded nonetheless. Tracy will continue to upgrade elusive back, and he gets 3 ball carrier risen. And last but not least, Peyton Walker, the rookie quarterback, has 96 throw power, so you can only imagine he will, of course, probably overtake Jones if Jones, for some reason, starts messing up our season in any way, shape, or form. All right, that is it. There is nothing else on the agenda. Joseph Grant is injured, of course, the rookie right guard, but he will be back against the Cowboys in week 10. We're going to go ahead and go into this game. Uniforms, we'll go ahead with the current aways and do all whites. So this will be the uni for the game, and I will see you guys in there. Welcome everyone to the Commanders Stadium. I forgot what they called it to. I'm pretty sure it's no longer FedEx Field. I want to say it's T-Mobile Field. I could be completely wrong about that though. But we are ready to go. They return it only to the 26, and we will see Jaden Daniels' stats. And he is having a mid-season in terms of touchdowns, but he is doing good in the completion percentage department. They are lining up to run, it looks like. We are going to blitz. And we are not... I'm going to stay up here with Bobby Okereke, but they pass it immediately to Terry McLaurin for a nice little gain to start the game. Wait, I just noticed Dexter Lawrence's X Factor isn't... Oh, wait, unless that's Brian Brooks, who we revealed last game. Brian Robinson with the gain. Yeah, it is. It's Brian Brooks. So, yes. So, last episode, we revealed his depth trait, and it is superstar development. So, that pick seems to be paying off so long as he can stay on the field healthy. And I forgot to meet the team, so apologies for that. For the Commanders. So, at QB, of course, they have Jaden Daniels. Behind them, they have the mentor in Jacoby Brissett, and then PJ Walker as the third stringer. At running back, they have Brian Robinson Jr., Khalil Herbert, and Mike Bell, the rookie. And at fullback, they have the rookie as well, and Darian Freeman. And at wide receiver, they have Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Luke McCaffrey, Juju Smith-Schuster, and then Bo Melton. And then at tight end, they have Ben Sinnott, with Noah Gray right behind him, and then Cole Turner as the third stringer. At left tackle, they have Brandon Coleman. At left guard, they have Brady Christensen. In center, they have Tyler Biotish. And then at right guard, they have Sam Cosme with Andrew Wiley at right tackle. And then at kicker and punter, they have Joey Sly at kicker. And then at punter, they have two punters, actually. They have one that's a rookie, and then Jamie Gillen, the former Giant. I almost forgot to show that off, like I mentioned. And Jaden Daniels extended the play by scrambling just a little bit. He tried passing it to the running back, Khalil Herbert, but Khalil Herbert could not secure the catch. Ends up dropping it. And it's thrown in Bobby Okereke's direction to Juju Smith-Schuster, who gets it down to the 14-yard line. Commanders are looking to score. A quick pass to Terry McLaurin down at the 7. And it's going to be a run to Brian Robinson, but the rookie Brian Brooks is there to shut it down. And it'll be a loss of 1. We love to see that. Micah McFadden in coverage, meeting Ben Sinnott there on the underneath drag route. And it is 4th and 2. They're actually going for it. I didn't even notice it was 3rd. So Brian Robinson on the run, and he's going to score touchdown Commanders early on. Joey Sly for the extra point. And it is good right up through the middle. We will go ahead and meet Daniel Jones for the night in Monday night primetime. He, of course, is not a good QB on Monday night, but he is having pretty much maybe identical season to Jaden Daniels. A little more touchdowns. But we will go ahead and meet the defense for the Commanders for tonight. At a defensive end on the left side, they actually have only one, which is the former Giant Azeez Ojulari. Of course, you guys remember we did not sign him. We figured he could have been a backup, but the issue with him was that he was too good to be a backup, basically. So, but they do have Dorrance Armstrong starting over him. And then, of course, it's Azeez Ojulari with the rookie Ron Bennett right behind those two. And then at right end, they have Marcus Davenport with AJ Kaysen, another rookie, behind him. And then Ron Bennett, the rookie mentioned just a second ago, as the third stringer. At defensive tackle, they have Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, second stringer, and then they have, I'm pretty sure you say Jerzon or Jerzon, Newton at third string, and then they have Ojulari and Kaysen as the fourth and fifth string defensive tackles. At left outside linebacker, they have Frankie Louvu, Corey Ward, who is a rookie, and then Glenn Gray, another rookie. So they basically had a defensive rookie class. But middle linebacker, they have Cody Barton, and then Mac Key, the rookie behind him, with Jordan McGee behind those two. At right outside linebacker, they have Jamin Davis, and then behind him is the rookie Del Hicks, and then Gray from the left side is the third stringer. At cornerback, they have Mike, I think it's Sainristil. I think that's how you say it. Sainristil. Regardless, he is the starting CB1 for the team. At CB2, they have Benjamin St. Just. And then at CB3, they have Emmanuel Forbes, who was supposed to be the CB1, but it looks like he will be in the nickel. And then at fourth string, they have Caillou Blue Kelly. And then hopefully I pronounced that right, with Tariq Castro Fields at fifth string. At free safety, they have Derek Forrest and Percy Butler. And then at strong safety, they have Jeremy Chin with Dominique Hampton. So we will look to respond, and I keep forgetting to fix Singletary and Tracy's position on the depth charts. As Jalen Hyatt tries to dive for that, I think Jamin Davis was in coverage, but he could not. Neither of them could make a play. So that is unfortunate for both teams. That would have been a pick, though, had Jamin Davis actually paid attention. Singletary with a run to the outside for 1 yard gain. 3rd and 9. We are on the verge of absolutely screwing this first drive up. And Malik Neighbors is open on the left, and he secures the catch down at the 49. Malik Neighbors a savior so far on this drive. They are clearly blitzing. I'm going to focus on that. Pick that up. Go to Theo, hopefully. And it is a pass to Theo Johnson that is overthrown. Jones, Jesus Christ, cannot make a accurate throw to save his life. We're going to run it with Tracy for the first time on the night. And it's a big gain for, I think, 13. Pass to, I think, Wandell or Jalen Hyatt on the drag. Tracy on 3rd down to run. Picks up the first. Down at the 18. And Singletary is in the game, so we will give it to him. This time for a gain of 5. Not Singletary. Tracy is back. Give it to him. He goes to the outside, goes back on the inside. Down at the 5. And thankfully, we do not have to get him touchdowns. We just have to get him the 150 plus yards. And he will be officially superstar development. We'll send Bellinger on an in. And that is actually the end of the first quarter. We're officially on the other side of the field looking to score. That was the end of the first quarter. Putting Bellinger again on the inside. And he is going to score a touchdown. Daniel Bellinger. And extra point pending with Blaine Boone. And it is good, so we are tied in Washington. And it looks like it's going to be a run on the first play of the second drive for Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. They're going 5 wide. We're going to contain Jaden Daniels as, of course, he does have those legs that he can run with. It is a pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. Isaiah Simmons in coverage. He was by himself covering 2 receivers. So credit to him for that, but it just wasn't enough. And it is a pass this time to Jahan Dotson. He looks to scramble, and it is overthrown for, I think, Luke McCaffrey. So Jaden Daniels has a misstep on second down. 3rd and 4. It is a pass to the fullback, and he is going to gain the first down. He gets hit stick by Trey Hawkins. Doesn't do anything. He pretty much eats it. But he goes down at the 41, and now it is 1st and 10 for the Commanders. It is going to be a screen pass to Brian Robinson. Isaiah Simmons quickly shuts that down. 2nd and 4. And it is thrown deep for Terry McLaurin, and he ends up dropping it. Tyler Newman makes a play. And that is to add on to the list of multiple plays he's been doing recently, so helping his case. And it is thrown at Khalil Herbert's feet. Jaden Daniels does not throw an accurate ball. He was wide open. Joey Sly on the kick. And it is good. I thought that went wide left, but it does go in. So they will go up by 3. Tracy on the run on the inside. Breaks one tackle. Gonna feed it to Tracy once again. We're pretty much gonna feed him until he gets his goal. He does get the first. Evan Neal pushing through. We're gonna flip this play to the left. Hopefully Jalen Hyatt can get a good block for Tracy. Tracy only manages to get 2. We'll mix in a pass just to keep the defense on their toes. Hopefully it is actually a good one. And Theo Johnson is wide open over the top, in the middle of the field, and it is down at the 23. Defender could not catch him. Didn't have the angle on him anyway. Singletary is in for this run. And he only gets a gain of 1, which is really sad. Tracy cuts to the inside for a nice gain, making it a more manageable 3rd. Jelani Wilson, the rookie fullback, is in to help us get this first, and Tracy ends up not getting it. It's 4th and inches, and you guys can only guess correct that we are going to go for it. 4th and inches at the 13 of the Commanders. 2-minute warning doesn't matter. And there you go, 2-minute warning now. So Daniel Jones gets it. I don't want to do a screen pass, but this is a very like iffy spot on the field. And I mean it fails. So we'll go with it again. Actually, I don't know what we should do. I guess we'll go with a run. This game we gotta live and die by Tracy's legs, because he pretty much is. I mean, I'd say this is a throwaway game. We are 7-0. Tracy does not get the first, but I will say, like I said, this is a throwaway game. I don't know if we have to win to get him superstar, but regardless, we are just focused on his yardage. And it is 4th and 1 at the 3. We do not get it, so it is a turnover on downs. All right, that's fine. The Commanders have to go the whole length of the field with only 2 timeouts. They're 5 wide right now. Again, the fullback is wide open. I'm not sure why the person in the flat is not staying down there. So we're just going to go ahead and edit those right now, just to not even worry about them. I seriously don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not El Rubio. I think it's Trey Hawkins that's supposed to stay down there, and he does not for some reason. It's a screen pass to Brian Robinson. Bobby Okereke immediately closes that gap. 30 seconds to go in the second, and the Commanders call their second timeout. So 2nd and 7 for the Commanders. It is deep for Terry McLaurin, but Trey Hawkins denies it, gets a hand in there, bats it down. Beautiful play. 3rd and 7. And it is a pass to Luke McCaffrey on the flat, it looked like. Odell Beckham wide open, cannot hang on to the ball. So now we are going to need a prayer, which is fine. It's a throwaway drive, basically. And I'm not going to kneel it. Jones to scramble, and pretty much there's nothing there. So we're just going to go ahead and slide and go into the half. And of course, we are going to continue to focus on Tracy's yardage. And then for the Commanders, we're going to focus on the short pass. First down, first drive of the second half goes to Tracy. Tracy up the middle, gain of 9.5, second and inches. Usually I would probably throw a deep ball here, but you guys know, gotta get Tracy them numbers. We've been pretty much easily getting the ball down their side of the field pretty easily the whole game, as Theo Johnson goes ahead and proves it. Once again, he is at, I think, 62 yards, if I read that correctly, on only 2 catches. Evan Neal, 2 block for Tracy. Tracy only gets it to the 25 for a gain of 3. We do have a lineman down, so hopefully they are not hurt tremendously. And that is thrown at Malik Neighbors' feet. John Runyon is out with a turf toe, so I think another O lineman from somewhere, Joshua Zudu, will take over. He, of course, is not at right guard. I'm pretty sure he is at left guard. But Theo Johnson gets us the first. Our drive continues. Tracy to run. Tracy quickly gets wrapped up by the entire defense of the Commanders. And Jesus, man. I think that's Jonathan Allen that was quickly there for the shed and tackle. It's going to be a screen pass to Tracy, who... So it wouldn't let me throw it, for one, and then 2, Tracy doesn't get to the outside to receive the ball. So it was just a terrible execution of the screen pass the entire way. But Blaine Boone, thankfully, kicks it right through, and we are tied. First and 10 for Jaden Daniels. And it is a RPO, it looked like. Jahan Dotson actually ends up getting it. And he is done at the 47. That was actually a good play by them. Ryan Robinson on the handoff and only gets 1. And it is almost picked off by El Rubio. It's thrown into double coverage. And I have no idea what Jaden Daniels was thinking there, because you could clearly see the defender. I mean, we're wearing white uniforms. So Jaden Daniels to scramble, but quickly throws it away as he immediately gets pressured. It is 4th and 9, and we'll get this ball back. I'm not sure what Tracy has on the day so far, but we might want to check up on that every so often, just so that we know the urgency, because it is well halfway through the third, and I don't even think we're halfway, I'm going to be honest. 3rd and 6. To Wando, and it's incomplete. So we will have to punt it, unfortunately. I did take a quick peek at Tracy's yardage, and he is only at 75 yards, so we kind of have to hurry it up with that. Brian Brooks meets Brian Robinson in the backfield. So I think Brian Brooks has had a fire lit under him after revealing his depth trait. It is picked off by Bobby Okereke. User pick. He lurked it, and we're going to have this ball, I think, at midfield. It's just that I think the Commanders are doing a pretty good job in the second half closing this, and they pretty much are. This is not a good thing because now Tracy's in jeopardy of not getting his depth trait. And I'm kind of messing up the runs as well, but he does have a good run there, thankfully. He's on 21 carries for 83 yards. They are stacking this box. Oh my god, I'm kind of worried, but we're going to commit. Evan Neal on the block gets... he doesn't even end up blocking. His body did. But he ends up helping Tracy get the first. I think at most here, if we just run Tracy all the way down to the end zone, he'll be at around maybe 112 or so. So he had his 100 now. So yeah, and we're at the 13, so 111, I think. Or not actually, like 113 basically. Oh, but Singletary was in for that one. But he ends up losing yardage. We are tied 10-10. It is 3rd and 14 now. And there is nothing open. Pretty late, and that's going nowhere, so we're going to have to kick this in with Blaine Boone. That's fine. We'll have the lead. We just have to make sure, and it is good, but we just have to make sure that we get another shot, especially deep in our own field. 1st and 10 on the first drive of the 4th for the Commanders. They do have to respond to that field goal. And it'll be a run to Brian Robinson. That is a gain on 6. This looks to be a pass. And it is. It's an RPO. Quickly goes to Juju Smith-Schuster. And then Bobby Okereke shuts it down. Doesn't even let him get, I think, past the first. Or even the line of scrimmage. And actually, I think he did. He ended up getting 2, I think, on the play. It's 3rd and 2. To Brian Robinson. He does end up barely getting the first. So this drive will continue. This is really bad because the more time they waste means the less time we have for Tracy to work on his goal. It's another RPO. This time against a Juju Smith-Schuster for a gain of 8. I'm blitzing with Bobby Okereke. Jaden Daniels scrambles and throws it away, making it 3rd and 2. I wish I would have gotten that sack with Bobby O, but I could not. Bobby O couldn't turn his body. El Rubio tackles Juju Smith-Schuster. They are only targeting him right now. I'm assuming they have him in the slot, making it to where he's obviously the weapon of choice. Man in motion. It is an end around to McCaffrey. And it is a loss. Actually, not a loss. It's a gain of 1. Jaden Daniels to scramble. Bobby Okereke tackles him down at the 48. It is 3rd and 4 again. The defense has to get off the field. We only have 4 minutes. Jaden Daniels to throw, and it is no good to Juju Smith-Schuster. It is 4th and 4. They are going to punt this, surprisingly. So we will go ahead and fair catch this wherever it lands. And it's actually going to go out at the 5, or actually at the 7. So this will pretty much be the only chance we get with Tracy to get his yardage. We have the whole length of the field to get it. And there, the defense was just good on the coverage. And the clock keeps running down, so this might not even happen. And Tracy can't get a gain there again. Thankfully, the clock stops because we have our center injured. Never want to be thankful for an injury, but there would be the case. It is 4th and 9. The screen pass does not pay off. Oh no, so I think we are gonna unfortunately miss out on Tracy's dev trait unless this somehow goes into overtime. But 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Jaden Daniels quickly throws to Juju Smith-Schuster again. Not a surprise. And Brian Brooks is injured. Jesus Christ. The guy cannot stay healthy, man. 1st and 10. And he ends up throwing it away. We cover absolutely everything and our pass rush can't get there. That is really frustrating. This has got to be a pass. And it will be. Juju Smith-Schuster down at the 37 with a gain of 5. Brian Brooks, I'm just going to sit you out. I don't even want to think about injuring you. So just sit out. We'll go home. It is 13-10 at the 2-minute warning of the game. All they need is a 3 to tie. Of course, we have to prevent a loss. But I'm not really worried about that right now. Jaden Daniels pressured. And it is thrown to the ground as Isaiah Simmons tackles him as he throws. They are going to go for a kick. We'll see if it's good. We're going to actually call a timeout. I don't know if this ices the kicker. And it does not, so that's pretty stupid. I don't get why the CPU can ice you, but you can't as the player. And it is no good. It's wide left. So, Joey Sly chokes big late in the fourth for the Commanders. And the Commanders, of course, are going to run commit, as that's pretty much all we're going to do is run the ball. 2nd and 10, or 9, I mean, sorry. Tracy gets the first and he gets more. He's off to the races. Oh my God, that I think got it. I'm not sure, but we will see at the end of the game. And Tracy just has to get another first down, and this game is pretty much over. He gets a big gain there. What a play. What a godsend of a down that was. Tracy on the inside gets the first. This game is over. And he actually needs 7 more yards, so we have to get this to the end zone, basically. Oh my God, there's no way that he doesn't get it. Oh my God, I gotta call a timeout. There's no way. There's no way, dude. Tracy on the inside, 3rd and goal. We have to call another. 3rd and goal. And I am kind of afraid that Tracy's not going to get his dev trait, but this run will determine that. And it is 4th and goal, so we will go ahead and go for it with a run. It'll be to the outside, so we're giving Tracy the outside to run this. And we're actually going to flip it. And Tracy's not going to get it. It's a turnover on downs. That's pretty much the game. I don't think the Commanders will convert this to the end zone or even a field goal attempt. It's pretty much over. Jaden Daniels to scramble to extend the play. Does not find anything. Throws it away. And Joey Sly has to get to the 43 of our side of the field to even attempt a field goal. So 2nd and 10. And he just throws this away deep. And Jaden Daniels gets hit as he throws. It goes deep. And it is batted down with 1 second on the clock. So this will be the last and final play of the entire game. It's touchdown or nothing. And he gets hit as he throws, and it is picked off by Avonte Maddox. We will go down, and that is the game. So I'd say intense game, but it was the 1-6 Commanders, so I didn't feel that pressured or anything. Of course, we tried getting Tracy his dev trait, but I don't think we ended up getting it. So yeah, he was short 9 yards. 34 attempts. That stings, but yeah. So we will find out the results of his breakout, but I'm pretty sure I don't think the game gives you any lenience on. Seemed frustrated, dude. He got 141 yards. Like, okay. Anyway, so that is the game. We don't have any upgrades to anyone. We'll check injury. I'm pretty sure it was Joseph Grant. Yep. So he has broken ribs, but he will be back next week. We will sim to next week to see the standings on everything. We already know. I forgot to mention that. Um, I don't know. It feels very lackluster, but that was a closer game than all of them. So I think the sliders are working pretty well. Tracy is at 979 yards. I do think that Tracy is gonna get superstar guaranteed so long as he gets, 1,000 yards on the year. Bobby Okereke leads in second place for interceptions as a linebacker. And we have weekly awards. I never really checked these out, but Bobby Okereke is in there with 1 interception and 8 tackles. And we do have nothing for week 10 other than going against the Cowboys on Sunday night primetime. So I will see you guys there in the next episode. And as always, thank you guys for watching.